That's why I don't fuck with glass. Glass is evil. Don't touch it. Don't fall on it. The end.
That's your intro?
Hey, that's a PSA if I've ever seen one. Don't fuck with glass.
Anyway,
Especially when you have a baby.
Anyway.
In your arms.
Anyway.
You never know what could happen.
Jay, we get it. We get it. Anyway, this should have been a short film in my personal opinion. Anyway, guys, welcome back to the Charming Analysis Podcast, and welcome back to our second to last video of the Halloween Spectacular for the 2025 year. I am Mari.
Oh my God. I am very tired and very, very headache-induced Jay.
Yep, Jay's over there in blankies.
Suffering.
In blankies.
Suffering.
But yeah, so today we're going to be talking about the 2022 film, The Coffee Table. And you're probably thinking, why are you guys talking about a movie about a coffee table? What about that's so scary? It's technically a horror comedy. That's literally what Google says. So you can thank Google for that. So do you want me to give the synopsis, or do you want to give the synopsis?
Well, is there really a synopsis? I guess you
Yes,
can.
there is.
No, I guess you can give it without a spoiler.
Okay, so basically, the gist of what the coffee table's about, it's about this newly...
You can't.
I can say it, just
No, you
stop.
can't. No, you can't.
It's about a couple named Jesus and Maria who just became parents. They are parents to a newborn baby, and much to the better judgment of the wife, the husband wants to buy a coffee table. And this coffee table apparently, what according to the salesman, is the most unbreakable coffee table you have ever seen in your life. And so what does he do? He buys it.
Now shit happens.
Yeah, and basically shit happens because they bought this coffee table. I think you can do the math. Before we go into this, I'm going to give a spoiler warning and a content warning. This does have child death in it. So if you don't like that, this is not the film for you. That's all I'm going to say.
The spoiler warning before the content warning.
You like that I did that? Well, I have to. Like, you kind of, it's obvious. You kind of have to do it going in. But yeah, there's child death in this. So if you don't like that, back the fucking far away from this as possible. But yeah, so this came out in 2022. What did you think of this movie, honey? Because I will definitely say this. There's a lot of pacing issues with this movie. And in my opinion, this should have been a short film. To me, at least. But what about you, honey? I want you to go first. What did you think of The Coffee Table?
It was...
He's a sleepyhead. How you gonna make me good?
It was...
Are you actually gonna say something? Honey?
I'm trying to because it was kind of... Not that good, but... I wish that it could have
been better.
I wish it could have been better, and there would have been... I wish there could have been more done with, I guess, the quote-unquote... I wish there could have been more done visually with the quote-unquote premise, because, it just played, like, you know... like kind of like a little bit of normal. It just kind of played a little bit like a normal drama, and it didn't really go into the psychosis of oh fuck this happened. I wish it did that more because other than the big thing that happens in it, nothing much else happens. You're just waiting for the pin to drop, and then it drops, but you already expect the pin to drop. So, like, what is there to digest?
But yeah, so...
Or make me think that the movie is, like... Or make me think that the movie is good, besides this one fucking premise of, like, a child death. Which I guess is kind of like Pet Sematary. But
compared to Pet Sematary, this had, like, it was a lot more heavier, but it was also more realistic in a sense, because... Unfortunately, if you don't baby-proof your house, this happens.
Mm-hmm.
So it's kind of more like a warning to new parents. Please baby-proof your house, especially if you just get the kid out of the hospital and
don't buy glass.
And don't buy glass until the kid's like a lot older, kind of deal. Or just don't buy glass stuff, period. Unless you really baby-proof everything. But, and like I said before, do I think this film, like, in my opinion, this film's not bad, but they didn't need, the pacing on this is not the best. I will, first and foremost, this has the longest amount of pacing. This movie, mind you, is an hour and 30 minutes for this entire movie. And barely anything happens for this entire movie. In my personal opinion, you could have literally done this plot... Jay, you are not falling asleep right now. For the record, it's not even late when we're, like, recording this. The last couple times we did podcasts, it was super late.
It is midnight, and I'm tired. I don't know why. I have, like, coffee right here.
You shouldn't even be drinking coffee right now, honey. It's midnight. You're going to be up all night. Anyway, as I was saying, this is a movie that, in my opinion, this could have literally been a short film. More than an hour and 30-minute movie. You could have literally done this within at least 20 minutes.
You really could have.
Maybe 45 if you're really pushing it.
It would have really been a really good suspense short.
Yes.
As is, I like...
As a full movie, the pacing is honestly pretty bad. Like, it's... This pacing in this movie, honestly, it's supposed to be like a slow burn, but in my opinion, this didn't need to be a slow burn kind of deal. You could have literally gotten this movie made within 20 to 45 minutes. Not even that. Probably like at least 20. That's the one thing I am going to critique this movie about. Second, this movie's interesting. Mainly because, besides the fact that you have the newborn father dealing with the fact that he literally killed his son. Unintentionally. You also get a really weird side plot with this 13-year-old girl basically saying that this guy was making advances toward her, which I don't know if she was joking or if she was actually being serious. Like, you don't really tell with this context. Mind you, this is a foreign film, by the way. For anyone wondering, this is a Spanish film. I don't understand why... We don't really know if it's a one-sided crush kind of deal or what. And even if it wasn't, this man's like way older than this girl. Kind of deal. And it just made me so uncomfy. I will say that right now. That just made me so uncomfy. But, excuse me. So I guess Do you feel like this could have been better as a short film, in your personal opinion? Because to me, this could have literally been done within 20 minutes, and they could have taken out that side plot entirely.
Yes, just open with it already happened, then go through his psychosis, and then end with her coming home.
Yeah. This could have literally been done like that. And
It's crazy when I had to rewrite years, like when I had to, reimagine your product. It's crazy that me, as someone who's never
made a film in life,
wants to come in and rewrite your product.
That's how you know it's bad, if someone has to come in to rewrite it.
No, it's not bad. It's just plain. It is stale bread.
You consider this movie stale bread?
I consider a lot of things stale bread.
But this is one of them.
Sure.
What are you doing?
I don't know. I'm trying to keep myself awake. Because it was it was a little boring. I was just like, yeah, I waited for that shoe to drop. It happened really quickly. And I'm like, okay, what else is there?
This is one of the things I also find interesting. There's a lot of ways this could have went. Like, and here's the one thing I will say about this movie. The guy never actually tells his wife what happened. He literally, I mean, I know it's implied, but he should have just been upfront and just been like, after like a bit of processing, he should have just been like, look, something happened. It was an accident. I didn't do this on purpose. It just happened. Kind of deal. Or he should have never bought the coffee table in the first place.
Yeah.
That's the other thing. Because, unfortunately, this is a real thing that does happen to some people.
To some people.
Because some people don't understand that when you have a newborn baby, you need to baby-proof your house before you bring it home.
Mm-hmm.
And granted, this is a bit of an older couple. Not like elderly old, but like, let's I guess say between like 35 to 50. Not 50. 35 to 45 probably. He doesn't look like he's 50 at all. So like later in life parents, I guess is the best way to put it. Still applies. You need to be more responsible. Also, the fact that apparently the wife has basically picked out everything in like the couple's life, and then the one time the guy picks something, which is the coffee table, it kind of proves that she was right in a sense that he shouldn't have gotten the coffee table and some other bullshit like that. That's a whole conversation for another day, because that's kind of a crazy topic in and of itself. But, what did you think of how they decided to handle this with the whole pin dropping? Because in my opinion, I feel like the guy should have basically, I'm not saying what actually, I'm not going to actually say it. He should have went, you know what I'm talking about, right? I'm not going to imply it. He should have done that, and then the wife should have came home, saw what happened, and then that should have been the end.
And then she would have went.
She went. The only reason I'm doing that is because I'm trying not to specifically say what happened.
Instead of the other thing, I'm gonna go.
Well, I'm not trying to make it funny. I'm just trying to. It's not funny. You know what I'm talking about.
Funny. You made it.
I wasn't trying to make it funny.
You
I was
made
trying.
It so funny.
Shut up. Anyway, that's sort of how they did this. But instead, the guy ends up holding off so long to the point where his brother finds out what happened and is trying to help the brother get out of it. Which, in my opinion, I'm like, how are you trying to get your brother out of this? You should have just found out what happened and just told the wife what happened. But no, he ends up talking with his brother because his brother wants to go, and he doesn't want his brother to go. So, also, pancake stretch. Good girl. Literally, they end up walking into the room. the wife ends up seeing the dog, like the next door neighbor, who is the 13-year-old, coming and saying, "Oh, I need to tell you guys something important." And she couldn't hold off on it. She ends up blocking the door, so she comes in. All this. Mind you, we don't even understand anything about that subplot either. Nothing is ever resolved with that either. Which is crazy in and of itself as well. Jay, wake your ass up. Anyway, so... And then the realization that something happened to the baby just is there. But I don't even know anymore. This could have been done so much differently. They could have literally done this so much differently. I understand what they're going with for this. Like, they're trying to show that this is what you should not be doing with a newborn baby. But, excuse me, this could have been done so much better. Other than that, I don't really have much to say about this. It's a very hard-hitting movie. When you realize what happened, you're kind of just sitting there in the something. Just kind of in it with him. But not, like, in the same room. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. You're kind of just in it with him. In a sense. And it's a sad feeling. As I said, short film should have been what this was. But no, let's make it an hour and 30 minutes and just drag it on for that. We also watched this on Tubi, mind you, so there was commercials in between everything, so it also made it even longer. But yeah, do you have anything else to say before we give our rating? The tiniest, quietest, Do you want me to say my rating first?
Sure.
Or do you have anything else to say before I give my rating?
I pretty much rate stuff on Letterboxd and call it a day.
But I'll go first. I'm going to give this film a 3 out of 10. The only reason it's not lower is because there was a lot of suspense with this. And I did like the music, the background music that they picked. But other than that, this film is okay. It could have been done a lot better, but for what we did get, it sucks. And I'm kind of sad to say it because this is one of the first foreign films we've done. But
we'll get to better ones.
But there's probably better ones out there. I keep saying this over and over again. This should have been a short film. You don't need to make this an hour and 30. Anyway, I give it a 3 out of 10. Honestly. What do you give it out of 10?
3 out of 10. You
give it a 3 out of 10 as well?
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, so before we end the video, this is our second to last video we're doing for this Halloween Spectacular. We got one more that we're working on, which is a 3-hour long movie, mind you. And then that'll be the end of our Halloween Spectacular. We have something planned for our Thanksgiving special, and then we'll start our Christmas Palooza, and then end of the year podcast. And then we'll basically be done art this season and start the next one. Right, honey?
Yes.
The quietest yes underneath 2 blankies.
Shut up.
Anyway. But yeah. So that's it for this video. Thank you guys for watching. And we will be back for our last Halloween Spectacular for the year soon. But yeah. Please baby-proof your shit before you bring your baby home. Please and thank you. Bye, guys. Jay waves in the background.